So you know these websites online where you put the image and it will remove the background for you and give a download file of this image. There are a bunch of them, and personally I use them almost every day. And I promise for this, a lot of other people use them almost every day. And these websites gets a lot of traffic, and what these people do, they just put ads on them and they make a lot of money from these simple, very simple websites. And in this video today, we are going to build exactly same website that will have an input. You put the image, remove the background, and give you the download link to download this image in your computer. We are going to build this with Python and Flask, and also a library called rambg or remove background. And it's going to be very simple. We are going to build it really fast with just a little lines of code. Let's get straight into this. Here I'm on a VS Code, and sorry, I made some pre-setups before starting this video. I have just created a folder here on desktop, remove background website, and I have opened this folder in VS Code. And also I have created a Python environment, as you can see here. And if you want to also create a Python environment, just go ahead and go to terminal, new terminal menu, and open the terminal and write this command python 3-m venv, and also call the name of the environment env or env1 or env whatever. So I'll just make it env and press enter. And as soon as you press enter, we'll create this environment here. And to activate it, just type source env/bin/activate. I personally always create environments, but you don't really have to do that. If you want to just continue like this. So first, let's install prerequisites. And we need two main requirements, which are pip3 install Flask, which is a library we're going to use for web development. Flask is a very popular library used for web development with Python. It's very simple, very fast, very quick, and we can customize it a lot. So with 2-3 lines of code, we can start a website using Python. And also we need rambg. Press enter. This will install all the requirements, and now we can minimize this. And here on the folders, we have to create a new file, which is app.py is the main file. And also we need a new folder called templates. And inside templates, we are going to create a new file called index.html. So this is all we need for the files. So let's go to app.py and set up our application. So first, let's import Flask, render templates, which is a function that can render HTML onto the Flask, and also requests, which is used for the type of the method or request method we need, post request, get request, or any other method. Let's import remove function from remove background. This is a function that will make us able to remove the background for our image. We're gonna need more imports later, but for now we are good. So let's create the app. So in Flask, we create the main variable, which is app, and Flask class, and it's going to have a name inside, which means that this name is going to be the main app. Now we're going to create a route, and to create a route we need decorators. Here on Python we use @app and .route, and routes is going to be / just the main route, and I explain you what routes is. And also we need methods. We need two methods, which is get method and post method. And this is a Python decorator, and a route is, for example, in a website we need, for example, we have tmp.com, and tmp.com/home or /about or /shop is the route. So in this case we need the main route, which is just / without anything. So we need just tmp.com or example.com, and this is the route. I'm going to create the function to go to this route. So that I'll call it index. This is the function, and for now we're just gonna render a template. So return render template, and the name of the template is index.html. So here is in the templates is index.html that we created. So I think that's all just to set up a very simple website. So to run app, when this file runs, we use here on Python if name equal main. We want to run this app, so app.run. And also let's turn on debug just to see the output. So true. Debug means it shows the messages are here in terminal. So now let's go to HTML just to show up, because this is empty and I just want to show a very simple thing. Just type this mark and press enter, and this will set up a HTML for you. And I'll call it this remove. Titles will be remove background. And here on body, I'll create just a simple h1 remove background from image. And let's see what we did. So now go to terminal to run this app. Type python 3 app.py, press enter. Okay, we'll show you this output, so serving Flask app. Also show you this warning, this development server is not the production. which I know, and also shows you running on HTTP local server port 5000. So if we press command and click on this link, this will open into your browser and will show you this. It's a simple website, remove background title, and also just the H1. And this is done with Python and Flask. So it's a real website built on Python, and we can do backend and manipulate with the Python and show them into website. So let's go ahead and go back to the code. And now we're going to create the function to remove the image. So here on index, first we're going to pass, so we're going to get the image, remove the background, and going to pass the data or this image into the template, into the index.html. So to do this, first let's create a variable image data. I'll call it image data equal none, and I'm going to pass this into the template here on render, comma, and image data. I'm calling image data equal to image data. So this is image data. I'm passing this in. So I'm using this variable image data to pass this image data that I created. So now I'm going to populate this image data with the function or with the processing of the image. So now we'll check for the post request. So let me explain the request. So post request is the request method. When you click something, when you send this request, we want to also pass data into it. So get request, difference from get request is very simple. Get request is just a request that we get data from, that we get information, but we didn't do anything. But post request, we are sending the request, and also we send some data with the request. So we need this post request because when we select the file, we want to get the file from the user and also send a request to the application with this file inside. So we both send together. So we're gonna check if we have a post request. So if request.meth equal to post, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a file equal to request.files. So from this request, we're gonna request files, and this file is gonna be the image, and image equal to image.open. And now we have to open this image, and to open this image, we're gonna import a library, and from pill or from pillow, which is a library used in Python for images, we import image. And now here on image, we want to open this image, image.open, and file.stream. We pass here file.stream. Okay, so we have this image. Now what we want to do, we want to remove the background from this image. We're gonna use remove, and we want to remove this image background image. And also we want to save this in a result variable. So result equal to remove the image. So here's going to be located the image with remove background. And now I want to save the results of this image. So image input output, image IO, create a variable called image IO input output. And we'll use bytes input output, which is a format that is going to save the image in bytes here on Python. So to import bytes here from input output, import bytes. So image IO is gonna equal to bytes IO, and now use this bytes IO to save the image as a PNG because it's not in a PNG format. Results.save, and we're gonna save use image IO to save as PNG. So we're gonna use from bytes, we convert it to a PNG, and then PNG we have to see. Also we have to write this command image io.c, and this will take a 0. So now we got the background image, the image with remove background, and now we want to get these datas and pass them into the template. We're gonna get the image data equal to, we're also going to need base 64, so import base 64, which we're going to use it to get the image path or location. We use base 64 dot b64 decode encode and image input io image io dot get value dot decode, and the decoder is going to be utf8. So basically what we did, we just got the result as bytes. Then from bytes we converted from image, and to get this image location or the format of this image on PNG, we use the encoder of the BS4. So here we got the image data and we are passing them into the template. So very simple. I think we're done with the backend. We don't need to do anything else here, so we just save this file. And now we go back to the front end. We go back to the design of this website. So I'm gonna create a new div here, container, with a class container, and inside this div I'll put this h1. And now we need a form. So inside the form I'm gonna put the input, so just type form, and method is gonna be post, and also remove this, and we type enc type equal to multipart format data. So inside this form, we are going to put an input, and type is going to be file. So we're going to get a file of the image. The name will be image. And also we need an accept, and inside accept, we accept only image to be any format of the image. So this is going to be required too. And here we go. Now we need a button. Button will be type submit and remove background. The text will be remove and type will be submit. So here now we are okay, and we got the form and also the button, so the input. So if I save it and I go back to the website and I refresh, we'll show you choose file and remove background. And let me put this on the side so we can see, and also here that we have the code. Okay, so now what we want to do, we want to get the data that we passed into these templates. So if statement with Jinja 2 syntax, this is a syntax where you can run codes, check, and also get data into the template. So if type if image data, if we have the image data, and also we want to close this if, and if we want to create a new div, the name of the class would be result image, and inside we'll put an image, and the source now is going to be data column image slash png, because we converted it into png, and base 64 comma, and here now we use double curly brackets, and we put image data. Also alt, I'm gonna put just purchase image. So now if we have the image, we show up the image. And also we need a download link. So I'm creating a tag, and href will be the same of this. So we're gonna copy it, just copy and paste it here. I'm going to make it downloadable. So write download as an attribute. And here I'll put the name of the file that will be downloaded. It will be remove bg.png, and also I'll put a class, and the class will be download button. We're going to use these classes to design later, so that's why the text of this download button will be download. So now if we save, we are not going to see anything, obviously, because we don't have the data yet. We have to send an image and then we get the data, and we end if. So let me make a quick test. So here we go. I'll go to the website, and we're gonna choose first. Let's say for refresh, make sure we are refreshed, and choose a file. And I'll put the file, my logo here with a black background. So if I show you, this is my logo with a black background, and we're gonna see if this can remove the background. And just double click and click remove background. So we wait for some times because it's loading, and let me see if, okay, I think this worked, because here we got the image and it's the icon here without the background, but it's really big image. We'll design it later, we'll fix it to show like really good, but for now it's really nice. So let me see. So as you can see, it's really good. Okay, now let's get back to the front end. So as you can see, we got the image here, and we go back to the front end. Okay, now to put the style and to design this, we're going to use CSS, and I'm going to put an inline CSS just here below the title, which just type style, and inside the style, we first we want to design the body. And for the body, we're going to have a font family. Font family is going to be Arial sans serif, and if we save and refresh here, we're gonna see real time the changes. So now for font family, we need display flags, so we're gonna use display flags box. So display is gonna be flags, and justify content, we put them on center. Align items center. Height will be 100 VH, which means will be the full height of the current website. So if you save and refresh, here we're gonna have it on center. And now the margin, I'll put 0 for the body, and also background, no, I'll leave it white. So flex direction, we need column, flex direction, be column, and it's good. So I think we're good for this. So let's design the container, and for the container, we just need text align center. Now for the input, which type is file, we're gonna just put some margin top 20px. Now for the button, margin top 20px, padding, we use padding, and for padding, we'll put 10px and 20px. Background color, I'll just make a blue one, like we can put 0077B FF. This is a type of blue color. And if we save it and refresh, we're gonna see it becomes blue. And now for the color, we need a white color of the text. So we have a white color. And border, we have to remove this border, black border, none. And also border radius will be 7px. Now it looks a lot better. And also cursor will be pointer. So when we put the cursor pointer over, it will show like pointer, like clickable. Okay, so we got the button. Let's make a button over. So we put mouse over. We want to change the color. So over color. Let's put this one 0056B3. And now if we refresh, we'll change a little bit, but it's not very noticeable. We can change it here more. For the result image, let me see if we got this class yet. So for the result image, we're gonna put a width to 300 pixels. And also we have a download button. Let's check if we have the same class here, download button. So this download button, we have display inline block, margin top 10px, and padding will be 10px and on top and 20px on the sides. Background color, make this color 28A745 is like a green, and color will be white. Text decoration, we don't want a text decoration, so none. And also border radius 7px. Okay, so I think we're good. If we refresh, let me see full website. So it's very simple design I built here. We don't need any very crazy design. We just refresh and let's test it out now. So we choose file. I'm gonna choose again that file. So here we go, it's selected and we click remove background. It's gonna take some time to purchase the image and remove the background. And looks like we still got a very big image. So let's check here in the code. So I think I put a width of 300 pixels. Result image width 300 pixels. So result image here in the image, result image. I'm gonna remove this div and I'll put this class result image. So our result image, we save it, and this should be also result image, which is good. So let's go again and try one more time. Okay, so we got better now. So it's smaller, it's 300px, but this button is not in the center actually. It's supposed to be on center. Let's go and see. So button. So to put this button on the center, actually, we need to create a wrapper. So here I'm gonna wrap all this button into a new div, which I will call a class will be btn wrap, and I'll put this a tag inside. So now I'm gonna get this class, and here on the designs. So in this wrapper, we're gonna use a display flags again, justify content center and align item center. I'm going to refresh, submit. Okay, so now we got it on center. So it's a very simple website. We just choose the image and then we click on remove background. So if I go again here and I refresh this, here I have my website. This is the final result. It's not a very good design, but it makes the job. So if I choose my image and click on remove background, and here is the image with remove background. And if I click on download image, we'll download it here on my computer. And here we go, I have my image downloaded with remove background using my project here. So guys, it was a very simple website. We learned how to use Flask, how to use the library that removed the backgrounds, and also we learned about some things like requests, post requests, get requests, and stuff like that. If you are interested more about web development with Python and also other libraries, we can implement Python with React.js and do a full stack website. Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.